Welcome to DIY for Homeowners by Mother Daughter Projects. I'm Steph.
I'm Vicki, and today we are sharing this multifunctional metal pipe floor lamp.
And the whole reason this project came about is because this chair right here, this is a massage chair that my aunt and uncle used to have, and I just loved it. Every time I visited, I would talk about how cool this massage chair was. And they finally were like, you know, we're not using it anymore, do you want it? And I said, yes I do. And so we drove all the way down, like 8 hours to get this chair, brought it back, loved the chair, but I needed a little bit of light here, and I also wanted a place to be able to charge my tech devices, and I also wanted a way to be able to watch some shows while I'm on the massage chair.
Well, and we have to point out another reason why we made this particular fixture was because of these light bulbs. We saw these a few months ago and just love them, so we had to put them into a project.
So we will show you how that all came about right now.
The lamp is made out of one 30-inch pipe and two 24-inch pipes. The first step is to clean the pipes. I'm using mineral spirits and a Scotch-Brite pad. Once they were clean and dry, I sealed the pipes with some wax we had on hand. This will also prevent rust and make them clean to the touch. The base of the structure is concrete with a 1-inch pipe cap embedded in the top. We made these in a previous video, and I'll link to that in the description below. I wanted this to match the wood that we'll be using in this project, so I just used the same stain that we are using on the wood. We've done this a few times and have had good results using wood stain on concrete. To finish off the bottom of the base, I wanted to add some felt, and instead of cutting it out by hand, I used our Cricut Maker to make a perfect circle. This is sticky felt, so it really sticks nicely to the bottom. For the small wood table section, I'm using a 2x6 board, and here I'm figuring out where the flange will be placed and marking where I'm going to cut out the spot for the power strip. I cut this out twice and I didn't get it correct, so I ended up cutting out the exact shape I needed on the Cricut Maker. I drilled a hole in all 4 corners, then I used my jigsaw to cut out the spot. I will say the first 2 times I cut this out, it was a challenge because I had an old jigsaw blade. But during this project, I bought new blades and they worked much better. New blades are your friend. Mom sanded the board, applied a preconditioner to the pine board, and finished it off with weathered gray stain. Then I started to assemble. I attached the flanges to the top and bottom of the piece of wood and screwed everything into place. Then I attached the power strip and continued the assembly in my room. I found a vintage looking 3-socket cord set from Amazon that I'm just wrapping around the top bar, and the rest will go along the side. To keep the cord nice and neat on the pipe, I used a few hose clamps that we spray painted black. One thing I will mention, this project took a long time because we had to order pipe pieces from different sources. It was surprisingly hard to find 1-inch black pipe and fittings, probably because of the pandemic, so I'm not sure if this is a problem during normal times. You'll notice the elbow, we never ended up getting one in black, so we had to spray paint a silver one. The very last item to arrive was the 1-inch pipe cap, but luckily we were able to get it in black and didn't have to spray paint that.
What we learned. My original plan was actually to drill into this pipe and put a piece of wood that would kind of come down for me to put my phone on and then come back up. Well, it was too big a deal to try to drill into this pipe, so I ended up just using a system, a boom arm, and as you see here, and that's what works really well.
Well, isn't the reason why you actually put this together is because you want to use this little gizmo right here?
I have always wanted to install one of these little kind of tabletop charger things, so
Steph had originally designed this to actually create light, functional light, rather than ambient light. But I suggested we get a 3rd bulb because I really like the way these look. So we're going to end up using them like, it's more of a statement light than a functional light.
And these are actually called 3D firework effect. They're made by Feit lighting, and I got them on Amazon.
Mom had a great idea to add some extra light. I can plug a USB light right here and it's perfect for reading.
Thanks for joining us, and if you want to get more information about our projects every week, sign up for our newsletter and there'll be a link below. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye. And today we're sharing this multifunctional floor lamp.
So, pipe floor lamp.
Pipe, it's made of pipes.
Black pipes.
Black pipes.
Okay.